Hello, today guys, I'm going to show you how to RGH or xbox360 Zephyr motherboard. You can see here from the power, it's a little bit broken, the middle plastic. I don't know, my camera is not good. I'm going to try to show you some good steps. If your Zephyr motherboard tools you need SCVE, that's the only chip we are going to use to program it. Now first we shall first install our JRunner. That's the programmer, that's the first port up there where you sort the black and we sort our red, then that's the I'll call it a coffee brown down there. Then you take on this sort of this orange color, then yellow. On the other side of the two wires where the lower part you need to solder the blue wire, then the green wire. That is especially if you have a JRunner V2, the version 2. It is easy to install. You install on your PC. Now if you are using Windows 10 Windows 11 like me, you need to go and disable signature drivers by rebooting your PC while holding the shift button, so that you can go in the troubleshoot mode. Then you press number 7, disable signature drivers, come back and install your drivers for JProgrammer. Now here after soldering, I'm going to read the NAND because we want to see the NAND chip. So here you'll be able to read the NAND. I want to see if it's really the Zephyr motherboard, which is the hardest of all time to break its system. You can see straight from there it's a real Zephyr. Sorry, my camera is so small. I'll prefer there, if you after selecting the Canon version, you select digital. Now we read the NAND. After reading the NAND, I'll cut that lane short because it takes long. I'll cut it short. Now you can see I'll cut it short because it takes a lot of time. Now we are done reading the NAND. Here you are going to write you don't create the ECC, you use a custom ECC. You go to advanced, custom, you select write 16, then you go into your JRunner folder. That's the JRunner folder. We look for the Falcon ECC because we want to glitch the motherboard as Falcon. You look for the Falcon ECC. You go to common ECC, look for Falcon ECC. If you want, you can use the Falcon ECC plus SMC, but I prefer just Falcon. Then you say run, which we are writing the ECC Falcon to the motherboard. This is one of the oldest motherboard of all when it comes to Xbox 360 with HDMI port. We are done writing. As see, I have a lot of these. I buy them on AliExpress. Many of them I have. Now this video is just for practice. Please, if you break your console, don't blame me. Just be careful with what you're doing because it is hard, it consumes time. Now this is the SCV. We want to program it. want to program it, we want the timing files. So with timing files, when it comes to Zephyr, I prefer programming it to 6.9. As you can see here, they are showing you 6.9.3. I think they are the best. Then program, you see, those SV3 are always customized with this file timing for Corona motherboards, the 4G Corona motherboard. So now we are timing our glitch chip. To see if we can get to 0. Let's see if you can get to 0. Now if you come here where you see that middle wire I've installed here, you remove one of the resistor, you remove it and you solder the 1.8 V, that's 1.8 volts wire. We are going to solder it. I will show you on the resistor. Now I know my wiring is not neat, but I will try to put up a good image for it. First I will take the 1.8 V, where even everyone can just follow the steps and solder it. That's the chip. That's the chip near the Xbox 360 Taiwan chip. Sometimes if you want to do the Xenon motherboard, still you can try to follow the same steps, but on the Xenon motherboard you will need a resistor on letter F. That's a 22K resistor if you are trying to do a Xenon motherboard, that is if it is exploitable. So I'm a little bit done with my wiring. I'm trying to show you where I was. The C goes on second port. You see, the other one which is broken, that is my 5 volts. As you can see, it is missing there. Now let's go behind the board. Today if the F will be direct up, it won't be down. Down there we shall have 2 on my wire gaps, that is the C and D. D you can install on the top up there, but it's a little bit tricky, so we shall use the normal D point, and that's which runs around there. I don't know if my camera is a little bit good. I want to show you. That's the normal D for all fat consoles, Jasper, Falcon, like the way you see it's around there. We shall know. Now if you are at this juncture, if you are installing the C wire, you don't install on the last point. We are going to install on the second last, so that we can get a fast boot. You can see I'm soldering on the second, not the last one down. Try to be it. Oh god, I removed the ground. So I roped my ground. I tried to figure out. You can see that C, that's the red wire. I figure out where the point meet, so I soldered it up here. That's letter C, because I spot the down letter. Let's test and see if we get a good zeal for this motherboard. Boom, quickly. I've never seen a Zephyr too fast like this. It boots instantly. That's my small screen. It's near me. I always use it. As you can see, I've never seen a Zephyr glitching too fast like this. I'm using the AV cable. So here we want to get our CPU key. key. Remember, if after we get the CPU key, we are going to write this motherboard as a Falcon because we gave it an ECC for Falcon. My camera is a little bit bad here, but I'll try to be nice. So when we are writing the NAND back or the update flash to the motherboard, we are going to write the motherboard as Falcon. Get me clear. This juncture, you don't write it as a Zephyr, you write it as a Falcon motherboard. So here we are done creating the Zephyr image. So we want to get the update flash file. Yeah, if you don't want to waste time, sometimes you can just copy to the flash, boot to Zephyr. So I delayed here because I just wanted to show you when it is creating the Zephyr, like the way you see it. You get it like the way you see it, and you see the console. Now we are reading the console as Falcon. So we are going to write that NAND as Falcon. So we are writing back. We want to write it back to the console as Falcon. So you go to console type. It's already now Falcon. So write in, plug in the power correctly, and plug the power correctly. Okay, now we are the update flash dot bin. I'll try to skip it if possible to make the videos short. I think I was a little bit lighting. And the video looks so easy. It looks so easy. I'm sorry guys, I just love keeping some of my work online sometimes. Now let's first try to see if it boots back to the normal console. Remember, we can even solder out our JRunner. See if it boots to the main dashboard. I want to see if it boots the main dashboard. Okay, just 1, 2, 3 super lighting. Yeah, it does. Now let me try test to the HDMI and we see clearly what we are doing. And now you can see even I can put it on my PC because I'm done reading the NAND blah blah blah. 1, 2. 1, 2, come on, don't delay. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Boom, it's finished. That's my screen in my workshop, the big one I use for X-Pros. Now you can see we're back. It's a Zephyr. It's good to go. That's where I keep my console, my gaming PC. Thank you guys for watching.